Understand being jacked and single body fat percentage opens up doors for you that you did not know even existed. That's a promise. But the quickest way of circumventing the whole jack thing is by simply learning how to grow the size of your shoulders. 3 different exercises. Without further ado, let's get in today's video. Maximize your results in as little time as possible, baby. Game time. I told you nighttime at the Crusadeum. I'm already tucked in like an absolute gentleman. First order of business is I'd mentioned the shoulder. The shoulder, believe it or not, it's actually the heaviest muscle on the upper body by weight, your delts. But 70% of your deltoids, your shoulders, these bad boys, is in the front delt. And the best way of growing them is by overhead pressing, focusing on the weight you're pushing. You want to feel between 4 to 6 reps. That includes, and people are like, well, what does that mean? That includes a seated barbell press where I don't compromise on form. Everything's locked in, full ROM. I like to even rest it on that first rep. Boom. And I usually go much heavier than this, but I want to show you guys proper form. You want to maintain this form, but you want to feel between 4 to 6 reps. Obviously, I'm smacking up these attachments right now, but we ain't got time to play. Plus, I'm absolutely starving right now, okay? So just let your dog just chill out. I take all my sets till failure always, but you want to fail between 4 to 6 reps. What does that mean? That means if you're failing at 8 reps, that means you need to go heavier. If you're failing at 2 reps, you need to go a little bit lighter. Just like that, right? So, and also what you can do, and I'm going to show you a different variation. And this is personally the way I prefer to do it. You can do it on a Smith machine as well. Smith machines are absolutely fantastic for muscle growth, but my personal favorite variation is the standing overhead press. Full extension, come back down, up, like that. The reason why I showed you that way is so you can see what that looks like. Ready? Same idea, does not matter, just like this. Full extension. All right, well, your boy is getting exhausted. I mean, how many times am I gonna press this thing? Okay, I'm telling you right now, focus on the weight you're pushing. I prefer standing. You can do seated barbell, you can do seated Smith machine, you can even do dumbbells. Dumbbells are absolutely OP, but the problem is I don't have heavy enough dumbbells, so you have to do with what you got, right? This is what I got in terms of pressing weight. If I did have dumbbells, always been my favorite. Smith machine's also fantastic because it stabilizes the movement for you. But point is, if you want to get the 70% of your shoulder locked in, you're gonna have to get extremely strong with pushing. Standing is the best way of having that strength transfer over even to other lifts. Extremely intensive, but 100% well worth it. Regardless, just get strong in overhead pressing. By far the most effective, efficient way at growing the size of your shoulders. On the front delt, let's move to the side. Number 2 is the side delt, right? I told you 3 exercises. What I'm gonna do on this one is actually share with you 4 because I'm gonna show you 2 parts to hit the side delt. This is the most aesthetic portion of the shoulder. So what I wanted to show you is a compound movement for the side delt. I think a lot of people know, like, if I press this way, really good as a compound movement for the front delt, but side, I feel like all I do is side lateral raises, which I'm gonna show you, but I'm gonna show you how you need to do them. But here's a little bit of a bonus. Behind the neck pressing, with your elbows tucked in, a lot of people flare out and they get injured because of the way you're doing it. You want to start light and then you can progress. I also prefer these standing, but just the idea of just behind the neck, boom, just like that. Down, boom. Just like this, boom. And I'm telling you right now, you're gonna have, oh shit. Okay. I'm telling you right now, nobody does these. You wanna know why nobody does these? Bro, they're dangerous. These are NPCs all out here. That's when I tell you fitness is one soulless. I'm not joking. People have no idea what they're doing because they're just terrified of looking different from the crowd. According to the peer-reviewed study lab, it says that you have approximately a 3.7% chance of injuring yourself, so therefore not stable enough, and we're not here to risk injuries. When you lift like this, you just become a fragile human being. The whole point of lifting is to not feel fragile. Point is, these are absolutely gonna blow up your shoulders, and anyone that's actually done these correctly knows that that's the case. Drop it down in the comments because I already know those of you that actually done it, listen, and it's worked out pretty good. All right, I figured I'm gonna give you a better angle on this, to be honest. So that way you at least got to see what this thing's kind of about. So what I like to do is I wanna feel a stretch along here, right? And that's my cue to then just follow the rep. The deeper the stretch, the stronger the contraction, boys. And especially with the side delts, most people try to go so straight arm that they can't feel anything besides their elbows. It's just not how we do things. And all you want to do is feel that stretch, and that is all you got to do, and now you know exactly to hit the rep. And it almost is a perfect gauge for form. That's why I try to find the stretch. It's not that the stretch is magic, but it is magic in how it sets up the proper contraction. I'm not gonna lie, I sound a little bit nerding out there for a second. You know what I'm saying? And just like everything else, you take it to complete failure like a man. And you're gonna do the same thing on the other side, right? That's it. Same exact idea. Cadence, stretch, feel, lock in, move head a little, boom. See that shit? Absolutely butter. Now what we're gonna wrap up with is what I believe is by far one of the most underrated muscles on the body. And it's because it's gonna be your injury resilience. It's gonna be the 3D look. You're looking for those shoulders. On top of it, your strength's going to absolutely go berserk. You're probably thinking, bro, what the hell is going on? I thought we were done with shoulders. Absolutely not. We have perhaps my favorite is the rear delt. Now I could give you a bunch of exercises, but I'm gonna give you the one that I believe is the most straightforward, right? I don't have the reverse pec deck machine. If you have that at your gym, run that. But this, in my opinion, is absolutely OP. And I go single arm. What I do is the same exact thing. I'm lining this up. I'm feeling the stretch all the way even through my back. All the way through. And so right from there, once I have that locked in, come in like this. Boom. Just like that. Stretch, 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 stretch. Boom. Come on down. And you take these all to complete failure, but you never compromise on form. I'm telling you right now, if you go through each one of these sequences, and you can go in this order specifically, it's going to prioritize what's needed. Strength very first with that overhead. And then what you're gonna wanna do is side delts, and then you finish off with rear delts. Now, I'll tell you right now, if you have shoulder pain, I actually recommend you start with rear delts, believe it or not. For the culture, I'm doing the other arm. This is for myself. Oh yeah, that's absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, there it is. Woo! Absolutely fantastic. Listen, 3 parts of the shoulder. You have your front delt, your side, and your rear. The shoulder is the heaviest portion of the upper body, believe it or not, muscle-wise. It's not the biggest, I'm just saying it's the biggest by weight, which means we have to train them if we want to have those big prominent shoulders. And I said this earlier, very beginning of the video. If you have prominent shoulders that are sculpted round, everyone's gonna call you jacked. I'm telling you right now. However, most gym bros really like to just stick around with the gym. And listen, if you get into phenomenal shape, no doubt, you're ahead of like 95% of the population. And truthfully, it opens up doors for you they never thought were possible. But you gotta bring up the other parts of your game. Those of you guys are just kind of meatheads with nothing else going for you. I'm not saying that mean. I'm saying that because I know you're capable of more, and you know you're capable of more. You know it. It's your standard. You know that if you've gotten into phenomenal shape, I promise you, if you know how to get good in one area and you've gotten your fitness down lock, you're ahead of 95% of the population. Just by your sheer presence. Allow it to bleed over into other areas of your life. You know this, you're capable, man, you're special. You have that ability to go in deeper than most other people. Pause. Let me call that one out, you know what I'm saying? But seriously, start recognizing that belief. You know that you're capable. You have to start playing the game that way. So allow it to bleed in other areas of your life. It's possible you decide, you know something, I want to go start that business. I think I'm capable of it. I know I can go do it. Go make whatever you want happen in your life. Don't let anyone or what they think or, oh, what if this person thinks this of me? Screw that. You got one life, dude. Everyone's going to the same place. And people think, well, why does any of this matter then? It's the opposite. That's why it matters so much. It's such a special thing. We're all headed to the same place. You have no risk. You're going to the same place whether you take that risk or you don't. you might as well just go make it happen, man. You can easily do this. And straight up, I know it sounds crazy, get your shoulders in line, get your physique locked down, and I'm telling you, you're gonna have energy that literally people would pray for. That's what it brings you. It brings you vitality. You look at yourself and there's a certain air of confidence that you have. It's real conviction, and one that can't really be shaken by anybody or anything. Anyways, I appreciate watching this video. I hope this is well worth your time. If there's anything you guys want more specifically, please drop it down in the comments. And if people like those comments, give those a thumbs up, and then I'll make a video on it. As always, y'all, you know I love you very much. But to the boys in Crusadia, you guys are family. We are here to take over. 100-day crusade, best shape of your life. Boys are starting businesses. Cash is getting collected. They're killing it. Absolutely killing it. And they already know we're just getting started. The game is ours. Phase 1, getting the best shape of your life. Phase 2, business domination. Phase 3, got to keep that one under wraps. Anyways, I love you guys. Uncle Rami out. Peace.